So we're going to be testing out some Blue Magic grease today though. I think the main question among all the natural hair community is, why did we stop using this? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gian, aka Beach Outspoken, and today we're going to be using some Blue Magic grease. And I'm going to be doing a styling video with this grease, and I did a last video, I think it was about a year and a half ago, with the Blue Magic grease, and one of the constructive feedback I got was I should have used a more moisturizing leave-in, or leave-in that I knew was tried and tested. So I'm giving Blue Magic grease another try a year and a half later and we're going to be seeing if it's really what you guys say, because I didn't really get amazing results from it. But I mean, Blue Magic grease has always been a staple in terms of moisture when we were younger, and our hair was perfectly fine. I think we weren't really that into hair then. So if you guys want to see the styling video with the Blue Magic grease and see how I use it, then stay tuned. So today I'm going to be actually doing two different leave-ins on either side of my head, and the reason being is I'm trying to basically cover all categories, or both categories that I think exists within the natural hair community of women who want to try Blue Magic grease. Now that sounds super technical, but hear me out a little bit, okay? So we're going to basically divide the leave-ins into two different categories. And one category are the people who don't want to spend a lot on natural hair products, or cannot afford to spend a lot on natural hair products. They don't want to break the bank for a leave-in on their hair products. They just want to keep it budget friendly and affordable. They have other priorities that they need to focus on, and hair and spending 20 and 15 and whatever on hair is just not worth it to them. So for those segments, I'm going to be using the Cantu leave-in conditioning cream. In terms of affordable leave-in conditioners, this is one of the main ones and one of the first ones that was really popularized within the natural hair community. The second segment of women is kind of the segment I think I fall into, where we're not necessarily price sensitive. We are accustomed spending money on more organic ingredients, so we would buy the $15, $20 leave-in, but we're curious about Blue Magic and we want to see what it is about, especially for its sealant properties. So we don't mind combining something like the main choice, and this is the ancient Egyptian cuticle control leave-in with Blue Magic grease, to see what happens, because this is the tier of leave-in conditioners that we're accustomed using. So I'm going to be doing the Cantu on the right of my head, which is going to be your left, and then I think and then I'm going to be doing the main choice on this side. So let's jump into the styling portion. So I'm probably just going to be dividing my hair into 3 and making 6 on either side, so essentially 12 braids at the end of the day. I don't want to spend too long with this, and you know, just a quick, simple, easy braid out. So an essential part of any braid out, twisted out style that I figure is always to have somewhat clean parts. And it doesn't have to be that your hair is neatly arranged or anything, but more so that you want to have some clean parts, because it helps a lot with the drying time of your hair. I read that and I was surprised, but I tested it out and it's actually true. When you have cleaner parts, your hair dries a lot faster than when you have kind of like jumbled up parts. I'm just going to be using the leave-in and the Blue Magic grease. I'm not going to be using any oil or anything like that, just because I knew the last time Blue Magic grease is extremely thick and, you know, heavy on the hair, so I don't want to overdo it. So jumping into the Cantu, I'm going to use a generous amount of the leave-in. Ooh, I forgot how this smelled. Oh, this is nice. Just giving myself a nice little detangle there. So now to apply the Blue Magic grease, I'm using the castor oil version just because I liked the fact that castor oil was the second ingredient. Yes, it's laden with petrolatum in there, but castor oil was the second ingredient. And then they have lanolin and beeswax, and then they kill us with really nice things: shea butter, safflower seed oil, coconut oil, aloe vera juice. They have clove flower extract in there. I mean, it has some decent stuff in there. Now, one of the things and one of the signatures of Blue Magic grease is always the shine. Like, sis, you get amazing shine from Blue Magic grease, always. And I'm going to use my detangling brush, and this brush is amazing because it moves. I got this on Amazon. If you want the link, you can tell me and I'll put it in. Is that you want to make sure that you have even sections when braiding the hair. You also want to braid very tightly. This is not something that you want to rush. You can also smooth the hair in between as well as you braid down. A good indicator of how defined your braid out and any twist out or any style like that, how defined it's going to be beforehand is how defined it is when you're actually putting in, or before you're putting in the braids and the twists. If it's not defined at that point, it's probably not going to be that defined or hold that long as well throughout the days. Not bad. I don't have anything bad to say. It just feels nice and slick and, you know, slippery, the way how grease makes your hair feel. So no complaints there. And same procedure goes. So I'm just going to be putting it on. And now this is a lot of a thicker leave-in than the Cantu, I think. Is it? Not really. They are, it's a little bit thicker, yes. So slightly thicker, but not enough. It goes into the hair a lot easier, spreads a lot easier than the Cantu. But that's not the comparison we're making today. Especially on the ends, and just bring it up. Hair feels really moisturized and of course just smooth, and that's one of the perks of these bad ingredients. They do such a good job at smoothing the cuticle in a way that some of the organic ingredients really just haven't been able to do, and I guess they're still developing products that can help with that. But something that's it. And usually I just go ahead and put some grease at the end just to seal the ends a little bit more, and that is it. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, sleep, of course, come back tomorrow and then show you guys the result when all my hair is taken down and dried. I'm back and ready for the unbraiding segment of the video. So my hair dried overnight. I did have to use a heated dryer in the morning. Just for reference, the oil I'm using is the Dark and Lovely Au Natural Soak It Up Oil Cocktail. This is my favorite oil to use when I'm taking out twists because it's extremely light. So I would definitely recommend that. From my initial first impressions, just looking at it dry, I feel as though the main choice side was a lot smoother. It does feel a little bit softer, less dry, less frizzy than the Cantu side, but again, that's not the comparison. Does my hair feel more moisturized than when I use beeswax, pomades and stuff to seal? Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and unravel. Now, just on this initial first impression, my hair looks super shiny. It does feel pretty soft as well. It looks somewhat defined. I'm gonna kind of unpick after, but generally my hair looks extra shiny. A lot more shiny than it usually is from some of the hair products I put in. I'm gonna take So I'm just about finished unraveling and twisting my hair, and first impressions, My hair looks pretty good. I don't think I got like serious definition, but again, I knew that from before based on the fact that I feel as though gels give me the best like hold and definition and all that kind of stuff. But overall, my hair feels moisturized. My hair feels a little bit more moisturized on the Main Choice side, but of course that leave-in is maybe 3 times the price of the Cantu one. So at the end of the day, you know, you get what you pay for most times. And my hair does feel a little bit smoother on the Main Choice side as well. So definitely something I would pay again. In terms of it feeling more moisturized than if I use an organic beeswax or oil or anything like that, not really, to be honest. It feels soft. It looks way shinier than if I used regular oils though, but not necessarily the softest twist out I've ever had in terms of just moisture and all that kind of stuff. It's on par with some of my other products. So, but I'm not sure how it will wear as the days go by, or whether it will dry my hair out or what the case is. I know for sure that it's possible that the Main Choice side may be a little bit more moisturized as the days go by than the Cantu side, but you can still get an amazing twist out, braid out from the Cantu, I think. And especially if your hair is a little less kinky than mine, not color treated and not dry, and yeah, not a bad thing. I'm really glad I gave it a second chance. Yeah, like it's decent. I would use it again to seal. Like it, I mean, you have 12 ounces of product here, and literally like you use a little bit because it's so thick and it spreads, and you don't want your hair to be oily and greasy after, obviously. It smells good, it's affordable. Like, this is definitely a really decent sealant. Of course, I'll have to shampoo next week to get it out, but that's perfectly fine. Not bad. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that it encourages you to try out twist out or Blue Magic braid out, twist out of your own. Yeah, no bad thoughts. So if you enjoyed this video, of course, please like the video. You can comment, tell me what you think. If you're into Blue Magic grease, is it your holy grail? If you're sworn off of it, it does nothing for you, just give me your feedback. I love to have conversation and dialogue with you guys in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to see more of me, of course, please subscribe, and you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well at Beauty Outspoken. Thank you. Bye.